Welcome to Heritage Days, our 25th anniversary this year. Each year we get bigger and better. If you haven't been here in a couple of years, come back, you'll see all the things we've added. This is Heritage Days. Come see us.
Today we use all kinds of power tools, and in doing so we really lose that connection to the wood fiber itself. So everything here at Heritage Days is like that. Coopering is one of the ways you get to understand the grain of wood. You understand how wood works. You almost become one with wood, and we found that people who begin to do this say, wow, that's really cool. And coopering, we found out 10 years ago there wasn't a cooper practicing in all of central Pennsylvania. There was no one who could make a bucket. We went to all the different shows looking for coopers, and like most of the other things, we began to do the research and ask people to go to classes, and really, this is almost like experimental archaeology. We're trying to recreate, and these kids have to study. Our apprentice program is all about studying and practicing. And as you begin to develop techniques, you learn they're better techniques. And so after 5 or 6 years, people become rather proficient and rather good. Here's your mashers, what mashes them too.
Well, we're working on tomorrow's kettle.
Just wait, Chris.
Hi, we're working on apple butter here. We started this kettle at 5 o'clock this morning with 25 gallons of apple cider that we boiled halfway down. From there we started adding in some apple snitzes. To get those snitzes we use the apple peeler in the back. It's a Redding apple peeler. It's a replica. Has 2 blades on it that takes the peel straight off that apple. And then the ladies that are sitting around back here, we're working on coring those. They core them and then they snitz them. Snitz is a German word. It means tiny slices. The smaller the slices, the faster they'll melt down in our kettle. Around 10 o'clock then we started adding in those snitzes. We added a total of 5 crates. 10 different varieties of apples in there, so the more the variety, better the flavor in that kettle. From there, we keep boiling it. Unfortunately, until those apples are completely melted, he has to keep stirring that, otherwise it will scorch in the kettle. We're using a copper kettle. Acid in the apples that causes them to turn brown in the air also reacts with all other metal except for copper. You'll end up with a bitter flavor if you use another type of metal. Luckily nowadays we have stainless steel, but back then they had copper. The paddle that he's using has holes in the bottom of it to help break up the apples so that they melt a lot faster in that kettle. And we'll keep boiling it and stirring it until it starts to thicken up. Just before it's ready to come off, we'll taste test it. And if we need to, we'll add some sugar, cinnamon, a little bit of allspice and some nutmeg into there, and then we start to jar it.
Back in the colonial days, making rope was the way people had rope. You couldn't go to Allen's True Value and pick up rope. It makes you appreciate rope much more when you have to make the rope. The twine that we start with is wrapped in a counterclockwise manner, so we have to come to the machine and wrap those pieces of twine in a clockwise manner, because the countering twists actually give the strength to the rope. As we twist the 3 strands of rope into one final consolidated strand of rope, the machine that we're twisting actually is on wheels so that we can bring the rope closer, because it does shorten as the twists are put into the rope. If we didn't do this, we'd break the rope or the machines, because there'd be so much tension put onto the machine that it would either snap the rope because it doesn't have enough tensile strength, or it would snap the machines in half.
Say you got a bad hearing, I can take care of that. You got rheumatoid arthritis, you got aching bones, I can take care of that. You got a pain in the neck, I can take care of that too, as long as it ain't your husband or wife. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. You say, Doc, how can you take care of that for me? Doc,
How can you take care of that for me?
let's try that again. You say, Doc, how can you take care of that for me?
Doc, how can you take care of that
Now
for me?
we're talking with this little bottle right here of Dr. McGillicuddy's Magic Elixir. That's right.
I got some aches and pains. I've had them for a long time.
Poor man. You can't hear out of one ear, right?
Sir,
I said you can't hear out of one ear.
speak up. I can't hear you.
You can't hear out of that ear.
Oh, this one's fine.
All right, yeah. And I said, if I were to give you a swing, and I said, yeah, I better smell it first.
I still got some eyebrows.
Yeah, take a little sip now. There we go. And he dragged this stuff right down. Well, next thing you know, he fell down on the ground. Let's open up again. He jumped up. Then he ran around and he started doing a little dance. And he said,
I can hear fine now. I can hear a bird in that tree. We got that tree away.
there's no bird
I
there.
can see like an eagle.
How about your aches and pains?
Oh, what aches and pains would those be?
Yeah, you see that? You know,
I feel like a new man.
you notice it doesn't grow hair. But other than that, it really works, folks.
My goodness, I highly recommend that.
He highly recommends this. So, what happened then was the people kept thinking, do I want to feel good?
I'm a wheelwright apprentice, and the types of wood you'd use for a wheel would be oak, which grows straight, and you'd use because it easily bends when heated. The spokes would be used with heart of oak, ash, hickory, and very rarely you'd use beech. The hub's made of elm because it grows in a twist and it won't split easily.